If you can hear me okay, if you would be kind enough, you can say good morning in the chat so we know that volume is all right. I know we are here. Happy Friday. Congratulations for being here, taking your morning to better your business. In this class, we're going to be talking about preparation. So different ways that you can prepare yourself to take in and begin working with consumers. We are going to get started on miamirealtors.com. If you've never taken a class with me before, my name is Christy. I welcome you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get started on miamirealtors.com. We're going to scroll to the middle of the page and we're going to click on the Miami Gateway so we can log in, right? But just on miamirealtors.com, there's an area that I wanted to show you. And this is a great way that you can know what's going on in your market in South Florida. You can take a minute out of your day once a month to visit this page and have an idea of what's going on in your market, regardless of what county you're in. So if anyone has a question for you, this is a great place that you can start so that you're able to better assist them. So on miamirealtors.com, if you hover over news, this is a great resource. You want to give this a quick click. Inside of our news section, you have an area called Miami Market Focus. This is promoted and created for you once a month. We're normally a month behind because we need to be able to pull that data for you. But I'm going to share this with you, and in the matter of a minute, we're all going to be on the same page regarding our market. So I'm going to take a second. I'm going to make sure that I'm sharing sound with you, and we're going to all get up to date with the market.
This is your Miami Market Focus Report for January 2022. Miami-Dade County total home sales increased 19.6% year over year. Single-family home sales increased 4.1%. Condo transactions increased 31.7%. Single-family dollar volume is up 16.7%. Condo dollar volume increased 56.2%. Total active listings are down 48.3%. Single-family homes inventory sits at 1.8 months. Condo inventory is at 2.9 months. Single-family homes median price is at $520,000. Condo median price is at $360,000. Short sales and REOs are only 1.2% of all closed sales. Access more information Dade County real estate market at sfmarketintel.com.
This is a great video that you can review so that you are aware of what's going on in your market as agents. You're also able to share this information. You have a share link here. It is public for you. And on the right-hand side, you also have your hot market overview regarding single family homes and month supply. So month supply is basically the inventory. This is how long it would take to run out of inventory if these properties continue to sell the way that they have been. You have this information for your single family homes as well as your condominiums. Moving up, I want to show you that you also have your South Florida market stats. Not all of us are working the area of Miami-Dade. So I'm going to click on here, and that's going to give you access to these same stats that you saw regarding the video, but it'll be available for Miami-Dade, Broward County, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie. You're able to see the Miami single family homes and the information compared year over year. So you're comparing January 2022 to January 2021, and it's going to give you the percentage of change over that year. You'll have great information such as the amount of closed sales, right? You're also going to have the median time to contract. You're going to have that inventory down below, and it's also going to give you the average price point. Scrolling down, you have that information for your Miami townhomes and condos. And if you continue to scroll down, you also have it as part of a report. I love these reports. These are great reports that you can add into a pre-listing package if you'd like, the initial conversation with a consumer who's interested in purchasing. All of this is going to assist you in building trust or creating trust with your customer, and also to be able to inform them of the type of market that they're getting into. Because if they're interested in buying, for example, knowing that that inventory is low, that it's going to be a little bit of a struggle initially, you might have to put in multiple offers. Knowing this from the beginning based on statistics that you can pull can really help you. Moving down, you have these reports, either a summary report, which is a short version of the report, or a detailed report for all of the different counties. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Broward Single Family Summary Report to give you a quick peek. They are branded to the association. They're nice and clean reports. And as you scroll down, you have your graphs, you have all of your details, and it even includes traditional sales, foreclosure, REO information, and short sale details, right? And you have these again for both or for all of your counties. You can download these on the top right-hand corner. You also have your detailed report. So let's take a peek at Miami-Dade. This is your detailed report, which is 10 pages, right? It's going to give the breakdown with additional notes, which is a great place to learn additional verbiage so that when you are creating your pitch or when you are communicating with your customer, you know what to say because you have these notes about each topic, right? When you have these full conversations, either with potential clients, with the public, potential friends, potential leads, you'll have the verbiage that you need. On the right-hand side, you also have market snapshot infographics that are available for you and your business. I'm going to give this a quick click so I can show you that you can find it available as a PDF. So if you want to add it to a report, you can pull these. You also are able to download them as JPEG. So if you want it as an image, you also have it. We've created them for you for Miami-Dade, Broward County, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie. What county do you work or specialize in? Are you working Miami-Dade? Are you working Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, or St. Lucie? Let us know in the chat. I'm going to tap on the Palm Beach market stat. We're going to increase this infographic. And you have all of that information in a nice, easy way to review it. It's highlighting the territory on the right-hand side. They're nice and branded. They're nice and easy to read. And they're a fantastic part of a presentation. So I'm glad I was able to share these infographics. Let me go ahead and paste that into the chat. We all know where we can find this information. Your quick takeaway on miamirealtors.com. Under news, you can find stat information. Watch the video, pull the statistics regarding your county, take a look at your infographics, and you have these detailed reports to add to your presentation. All right, moving away from miamirealtors.com and into our Miami Gateway. This is where you have access to all of your products and your services. That first area that I want to talk about today is going to be inside of Matrix. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to click on the Matrix icon. In today's class, when it comes to Matrix, I want to set you up so that you're reviewing information regarding your territory. So you are aware of everything that's happening in your specific territory. So we did a broader review based on county, but we're going to use your market watch so that you're able to see what's happening in your city. We're also going to be talking about your hot sheets, so you're able to pinpoint to a specific community. We're also going to be talking about your favorite searches, so you're able to pull a search of properties that you can immediately start advertising in your territory. And then we're also going to set up and review a trade area report in the system that is called RPR. This way, we are familiar with not only the statistics of our area, but we're also familiar with the families and the neighbors that are living in this area in order for us to manage our business best, right? You want to be aware, you want to be familiar with all of this information. Let's get started on our market stats or our market watch. From here, you're able to see what's coming soon, what's back in the market, what's brand new to the market, what properties they've decreased the price on, increased the price on, what's active with a contract, what's been canceled, what's closed, what's pending, everything. So when you wake up, you can choose your property type, You can choose your time frame, whether that's going to be in the last 24 hours, today, in the last 3 days, the last week, and you're able to have a snapshot of what's going on in your specific farming area. What you're looking at right now is all of Southeast Florida, right? All of the area that's serviced by the Miami Association of Realtors and by you. So all of the counties are listed here. A better way to use your market stats is to customize it to you and your business. You can do that in a really easy way by clicking on the icon or the link that says customize on the bottom right, tapping on customize. From here, what we can do is we can customize it to our particular city. So we're going to scroll down, pick our city, simply type in the city of interest. I'm going to be focusing on Pembroke Pines today, and then I'm going to save. That means every time I wake up and I enter my matrix, I'm aware of what's coming soon. I'm aware of all of the new properties. I'm aware of what's expired. So I can go ahead and click on here and start working these leads because you're letting the system do the heavy lifting for you, right? So from here, another option of how you can prepare yourself is going back into Matrix and setting up your hot sheets. Okay, so a hot sheet will allow you to see all of the activity that's happening inside of a particular neighborhood based on any kind of property type. So what's the difference between a market watch and a hot sheet? When it comes to a market watch, I can only do one specific search regarding one specific property type. So if I wanted to have the inventory or what's going on in a particular neighborhood based on status, I can only do one based on property type. So we did one for single family condo and I did a city. Then I would have to select rent, customize this, and then I can go ahead and customize it to Pembroke Pines. Tap on save. But if I wanted to add another community into Pembroke Pines, I can by customizing. And I would then select another area. So control and also include Pembroke Park, for example. Let me uncheck that, but it doesn't separate the information. So in hot sheets, I can create separate folders for each community that I'm interested in monitoring. So from here, I want to show you how you can do that. First, I'm going to do a quick search. I'm going to do an RE1, RE2, and I'm going to get familiar with my territory so I'm aware of what's active. I'm looking for active properties that are single in the city of Pembroke Pines. I'm then going to select that area and I have 53 matches. And all I've selected was a city and single family homes. I'm going to tap on results. These are all of my results. I can select subdivision complex information. So I'm able to see all of the communities that have a lot of activity happening inside of them. Right? And as an agent, I want to be aware of this information. I also want to be aware of my specific farming area. So from here, I can always save this search. I can tap on the save button, new save search, and I can create myself a Pembroke Pines active single family home search for myself. I don't have to add it to a contact. I can simply save it. So I'm aware of the activity that's happening in my city, right? As the main agent in that area, I want to be aware of that. Now, let's say I want to specialize in a specific community. I can also do that from here. So from here, we can see that some of the more active communities, you have Boulevard Heights, you have Hollywood Lakes, you have Parkside, we have Pembroke Falls, right? Pembroke Isles. So you can get familiar with these particular communities, right? We have Silver Lakes at Pembroke. So I'm going to go ahead and select my neighborhood. because if I live here, I want to be the agent that's familiar with this territory. So from here, I can click on the MLS, and how I create a hot search is I'm going to either look at the legal description of what it's called, or I can look at the subdivision information. This is where it's located on the MLS. And once I've selected that information, copy, I can go back to my main page. Under my hot sheets, I can customize this. I can select a single family hot sheet, and then I'm going to add a new page. I'm going to give it the same name of my community. I'm going to tap on save, and then I'm going to edit the criteria. So right now we have an empty folder. I'm going to edit the criteria. I'm going to choose all of the changes, because if this is my neighborhood, I want to know exactly what's happening so I can farm it. I want to be aware of anything that's coming soon, anything that's new, back on the market, price decrease, etc. And then from here, I'm going to anchor it by selecting my city. And then I'm going to give it a name by inputting it into the subdivision. I'm going to add the 2 asterisks, so I make sure that I receive all of the information from this community, and then I'm going to save. Once I've saved my hot sheet, I've actually customized it. I'm going to tap on done, and now I'm able to click into my neighborhood or any neighborhood that you are managing, and you're able to see everything that's going on in that neighborhood. Okay, so I can see that there's a temporarily off the market listing that's now active again, an active with a contract listing that's gone closed, an active property that's now pending sale, and I am aware of all things in that neighborhood. If you want me to do another example of either the hot sheet or the market watch, let me know and I can. Now, the next setup that I want you guys to have or be aware of is your favorite searches. We've created a search, and that search is under My Matrix, under Save Searches, and it's available if I click on my last run. It's going to be the Pembroke Pines single family homes. So I'm able to click on here and always know what's active in the market in my territory. But aside from that, we can also create favorite searches. What are some of the favorite searches that I want to be aware of? I want to be able to start advertising listings in my community. Why? Because I need to be able to draw the attention of potential leads. I need to have that all set up, and I need to start promoting myself on social media so I can create my brand, right? Either way, my listing or whoever wants to work with me is going to look me up. So some of that branding needs to be in place. So I'm going to create a favorite search called OK to Advertise. What is OK to advertise? Advertise, it's the ability to advertise listings outside of your office. Under My Listings, you're able to access My Active Listings and advertise your own. You're also, in most cases, able to go to My Firm's Active Listings, and you'll have a list of all of the properties that are listed in your office. And sometimes, most of the time, you can advertise those listings. But I want to show you how you can advertise in your territory using OK to Advertise. To do that, we're going to click on Search, RE1, RE2, and then we're going to select OK to Advertise. We need to add it as an additional field. Clicking on Add or Remove, typing into the search, OK to Advertise, selecting OK to Advertise and tapping on Add, which will move OK to Advertise to the selected fields, and then click on Back, no need to save. Once you do that, you're ready to search. So I'm going to scroll down, select my city, Pembroke Pines, scroll down. Where it says OK to Advertise, the one that says no, we're not interested in. The one that says yes, attribution not required, I'm interested in. That means I can advertise it. I don't have to ask for additional permission, and I don't need to give credit to the broker. Then you have yes, attribution required. Now we have 4 matches, and I'm also interested in this option. Yes means I can advertise it. I don't have to ask additional permission from the agent or from the broker. They've both agreed. But attribution required means I do need to give credit to the broker. How do I give credit? Somewhere in my advertising, it needs to say courtesy of and the name of the brokerage. If that's not clear, let me know in the chat and I'll re-explain it. Also, if I need to re-explain how to access OK to advertise, let me know in the chat and I'll re-explain it, no problem. So from here, now that I've selected both, the best way to use this is to select both so that you have the most matches. You can always go back in, verify the information, or give credit to everybody. At some place in your advertisement, just say courtesy to or courtesy of XYZ brokerage. It can be very small. It doesn't have to be very large. Clicking on results will give you access to all of those properties that you can advertise. From here, I'm now ready to advertise these listings, but instead of having to do this every day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this search, create a new save search, give it a name of OK to advertise, Pembroke Pines. And then here where it says enable as a favorite search, tap on enable and tap on save. Now on my home screen, I now have what's happening in Pembroke Pines as the city, what's happening in my neighborhood, and under my fave searches, what properties I can advertise. Tapping on OK to advertise will give us this list. I can tap on here, and these are properties I can already start advertising in. Another idea that you can do if you live in this particular area or in a particular neighborhood, you can always review and see if you have a particular agent that's listing this too far away. You can always network with that person, let them know, hey, congratulations on your new listing. It just hit the market. I happen to live here. If you need assistance or you need to send over a buyer to preview this property, I'm here. I can assist you. I would love to do business with you. Let me know. Right? And you never know what can come back your way. And this makes it a lot easier for you to put all of these processes into place if you decide on a specific farming area. Okay, so that's just an idea of what you can do. And also a great tool that you can use to be able to advertise is also located inside of your Miami Gateway. This program is called Agent 3000. I also want you to get familiar with it. Tapping on Agent 3000 will give you access to many advertising tools. You have available for you your social media tools that you can use. You also have flyers that you can create, and you also have single property websites. So I'm going to show you how you can create a single property website using an OK to advertise listing that we found in our service area on Matrix. So now that we've opened up that single property website inside of Agent 3000 and inside of Matrix, we already have our OK to advertise properties in Pembroke Pines. We're going to select the MLS number. We're going to give it a quick copy, and then we're going back into Agent 3000 and popping it into that MLS number. From here, we're going to select it. We're going to agree to our terms because we are selecting OK to advertise listings. And then I'm going to show you the template to black header. And we've created a website in a matter of seconds that you can advertise on your website or on your social media. Okay, here are all the pictures. And it even has a lead capture because you can request information. They can access you, they can contact you. They even have a map where they can interact with it. They can get real close to that property. And we even have a little guy from Google who can drop in the area and get right in front of that community. If it's gated, I can't go in, but we can see the surrounding area. Right? All from a website that we created in a matter of seconds. But we didn't create one, we created 5. So you also have the template to the white header, which I also like very much. And we're able to start marketing, and we're able to start receiving calls because we are familiar with our territory and familiar with our market. Now, what happens when somebody gives you a call? You want to have processes in place so that you're able to accept all of their information. You already have a list of questions that you need to ask them in order for you to get familiar with what they need, right? So that you're able to set them up inside of your portal so that you can start working with them. Another option that I want to show you is just because they started talking to you now doesn't mean they're going to be prepared or able to begin the process of starting the journey of either buying or selling. So sometimes we need to be able to follow up with them. And a great way to follow up with them is through a drip campaign. You can find drip campaigns inside of Homes Connect. So you can click here. And this is a way for you to be able to capture that lead and continuously follow up with them in a way that allows you to have freedom to contact and communicate with those leads that are closer to being ready to take action or to transact with you. So clicking on Homes Connect will give you access to a dashboard. The first thing that you want to do is click where your name is and you have your profile. So you want to click on your profile so you can update the information. Firstly, I would suggest to be part of the homes.com directory. Homes.com is a very popular site where consumers go to find realtors. So you want to be part of this page. You want to input your bio, simply click on that drop down arrow, input your information, a tagline, and information about you. You also have bio suggestions on the top right-hand corner and a sample of a bio for guidance. Save your changes and move into the next section, which is your social networks. We do have a brand new social media series that we launched in February. So if you're interested in setting up for real estate, please look for that in miamirealtors.com/calendar. But you want to input your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Instagram, your YouTube channel. And if you have an introductory video that you've created on YouTube, you want to pop this in. You also want to display your profile on homes.com and save your changes. Once you've completed your social networks, then you have access to lead acceptance that you can input. But I wanted to talk about homes.com coverage areas. You want to make sure to take advantage of the 5 that you can input into the system. All you would have to do is simply select, input the city, and the state, and it'll populate. Once it does, tap on save. And then if you have any designations or certifications, you can input them here. And then when it comes to skills, you can also input any of your skills, any awards that you've won, and any languages that you speak. Now that we've set up our profile, let me show you how to input a customer into a drip campaign. So under your homes.com, you have a hamburger icon in the top left-hand corner of the screen. And then from here, you have your leads and your contacts, and clicking on current contact manager will give you the ability to add in that new contact. Tapping on add new will give you access to adding the first name, the last name, primary email address, contact information. If you click on show more information, you have quite a lot of details that you can add here. But just with the beginning, I'll be able to put them on a drip campaign. So I'm going to go back to my contact manager. Once you've inputted the name, they'll fall under the list below. Once you've selected your customer, you're going to scroll down and tap on campaigns. When you tap on campaigns, you have a list of all of the campaigns that you can add that customer on. So for example, you have expired listing, empty nester, a for sale by owner campaign. You have relocation, somebody who's visited your website, a welcome, somebody who's visited your open house, someone who's interested in buying for the first time, right? So you can simply turn off any campaign by simply toggling it off, and you turn on the campaign in the same way by toggling it on. And now they'll receive the first time home buyer campaign. I can click on it, and this is all of the emails that they're going to be receiving on your behalf, and when they'll be receiving those emails based on when you've enrolled them. So they'll have 13 emails that they'll be receiving on your behalf. If you want to review the information and customize it or further customize it to yourself, you can. I can scroll back up, and under the homes.com icon, you can go into email marketing. And from email marketing, you can tap on campaigns, and you'll have all of those different campaigns available here. So first time buyer, select the action. You can view, edit, or remove. So if I tap on edit, you'll have access to all of the different campaigns. You can click on one, select the action, edit. And now you can preview what's being sent out, and you can further customize it if you'd like with your logo, for example, and additional information. Okay, you can tap on preview to see what that looks like though. This is what they're going to be getting on your behalf. It's a way that you are touching base with this person. Now you don't want to just enroll them and forget them, but you want to enroll them and follow up with them every once in a while to see how they're doing, see how if they're ready. Okay, this is another great way that you can follow up and make sure that you're keeping tabs of those leads that are coming in for you. Now, if we wanted to get prepared for a listing presentation or a presentation with a buyer, you can create something called a pre-listing package, and a place where you can find information to create a pre-listing package is inside of your Miami Gateway. Think of a pre-listing package as a initial presentation of you. So it's going to have, or it should have, testimonials of people that you've worked with, information about their community, information about maybe their home, right? Is all details that you want to add to that pre-listing package. Data statistics or market statistics that you want to add in there. So we've already talked about where to add or find your market statistics. Let's go into RPR and find additional information or reports that we can create for a pre-listing package or a pre-appointment package. Tapping on RPR. If you've never logged into RPR, I have clicked and I have access. But if you've never logged into RPR before, it's going to ask you for a few questions when you're logging in. It's going to ask you for your license number, your email address, which is going to be the email address you've tied into your account with Miami Realtors. And then it's also going to ask you for an NRDS number. So you have your NRDS number, or you can locate it inside of My Miami dashboard. So clicking on here, you can find your NRDS number. I'm going to click on here and show you. For example, NRDS number. Okay, so if you haven't logged in before, you can take these steps now and enroll into RPR. So for those of you who are logging in for the first time, we are going to give you guys 5 minutes to register and log on. All right, so when it comes to RPR, this is your RPR dashboard, and there is a tip that I want to show you. Click the toggle on to commercial. But if you do, there's an amazing program or an amazing report that you can access. This is going to help you learn about the neighbors in a particular neighborhood. It's also going to help you design your marketing plan because you will have insight into the consumers in that area. You'll also have a more of a familiarity with that territory. So I'm going to type in my location. We're going to input Pines, and we're going to press enter. And it's going to give me properties that are available in this area. But where I want to take you and show you is how to create a report on the top right-hand corner. From here, we're going to create something called a trade area report. We're going to scroll down and we're going to simply just run this report. This is going to give me access to quite a lot of details about the type of people that are living in this area, how they run their lives, and it'll give me insight into my neighborhood. Excellent for those of you who are living in a particular neighborhood that you want to farm. Also excellent if you're thinking of choosing another territory to farm if you don't live in that area. We're going to give that report a second to load. But in the meantime, we're going to go back to the home page. We're going to toggle back up into residential. And now we're going to talk about creating a property report and a neighborhood report. So I'm going to input Pembroke Pines. It's going to map out for me the Pembroke Pines area. And now I'm going to simply tap on create a report in the same way that I've done. But I'm going to choose to create you can do a market activity report if you'd like. Another option is a neighborhood report. Both ways and both reports can help you get ready to meet with a customer. Also, fantastic report to send out to someone who's interested in this neighborhood. So if you begin searching property for them, I'm going to tap on neighborhood and run this report. If you're interested in beginning to search property regarding Pembroke Pines for a specific neighbor or consumer, to be able to offer this kind of report can be very insightful for them and help them with their decision making. Where can you find your reports? So under reports, you'll see that we have 2 that are currently being generated. And when I tap on reports, it's also going to show you all of the different reports that RPR can make for you. These are all very branded to you and your business. So before we start doing reports on your end, you want to make sure that your branding is in place. So in the top right-hand corner, we have a bubble that has my image on it. We're going to click on that drop-down arrow where we can then click on either profile or settings. So I'm going to tap on my profile. And from here, now that the reports have been generated, I'm going to close this and come back to them. But from here inside of your profile, we want to make sure to upload our headshot, upload a logo, input our contact information, title. Here are some great examples, either realtor, realtor associate, or broker, broker associate, depending on your membership. Input your office information. You can put your office details, broker name and details. Then you have your phone number. You can add more than one if you'd like. A fax number, add more than one if you'd like. Email addresses, you can add more than one. Your website. And then from here, you can also add if you are part of any additional MLSs in another state. You can add in your license number if you want. And if you have an assistant, you can add up to 3. These are our branding options. You can save these changes. And now when you pull the reports that I showed you, they'll be branded to you and your business. When you run a report, you do get a notification of reports that you've created that we saw, but you're also able to access those reports by clicking on My Work on the top right-hand corner. From here, you then can click on My Reports, and you'll have the reports that we created. We've created a commercial report called the Trade Area Report, and we've created a residential report regarding the neighborhood. So I'm going to click on the commercial report, make sure that it's sharing properly. And here you have Pembroke Pines. It's mapped out the area for you. It's branded to you. And then we have the details regarding the segments here. So you're able to see the median income per household, the median age, population, and then the number one segment are soccer moms. We're also able to see the consumer segments. There's more than one. So you're able to see that we have a segment of soccer moms, the elders. I guess that's the E and the L is merged. The elders, bright young professionals, the American dreamers, and home improvements. So it's able to see you the percentage of households in that neighborhood, the lifestyle group. We have family landscapes, senior styles, middle ground, ethnic enclaves, and the family landscapes once again. So we have some similarities between both. And as we continue to scroll down, we have also the residence type. So even how are they purchasing property, whether they're in single families, the elders are in single families, high rises, mobile homes, or seasonal units. You have your multi-unit single families for the bright young professionals, and then the American dreamers and the home improvements also in single family. Scrolling down, you can also see the household types. We have a lot of married couples in this area. The average household size, median age, the diversity index is also available. Median net worth, household income based on tapestry. The education, their preferred activities, their financial information, and how they carry their finances, the media that they absorb, right? So how is it that you can reach them? We can see that they have some that are shopping or they bank online. We have other media for our elders. They watch the news, movies, golf, travel, history, and TV. We have our home improvements that they watch DIY networks. We also have listens to urban or Hispanic radio. So depending on how they're absorbing media, this is how you can be advertising to them. We also have the vehicles listed, what they drive, and then each segment has their own information. So who are they? Their neighborhoods, their market profiles. Okay, so this is a great way for you to decide if this is a good farming area for you. This is also a great way for you to be very familiar with your neighborhood. Great way for you to see which tapestry do you relate to best. And also a great report to be able to send out to consumers if they're interested in an area, especially if you're working with an investor. Moving back into RPR, the other report that I wanted to show you was the neighborhood report. So we pulled Pembroke Pines residential. We're going to tap on here. Well, under my work, my reports, we're going to tap on Pembroke Pines, Florida residential. This is another great report for somebody who has visited an open house, somebody who's shown interest in your business, in Pembroke Pines, etc. I can scroll down and they'll have access to neighborhood housing stats and charts, right? Including the median estimated home value, how it's changed in the last 12 months, who's owning, who's renting, what are the percentages there. You also have different charts that they can preview regarding this neighborhood report. It breaks it down for price per square foot for those people that are interested in that. The sizes of the homes in this area, the average range of the homes being sold, the average number of bedrooms for these homes, and then also the people stats and charts. So they'll know the population, the median age, and the breakdown between women and men. Scrolling down, we have education levels by population, right? The population of children, adults, households with children, the income brackets, and even down to the presidential voting patterns. As they continue to scroll down, they have their neighborhood economic starts and chats that they can preview. And this is a great way for them to get familiar, including quality of life stats, which includes everything from annual rainfall to traffic. Okay. And then we have, and it finishes it off with an AARP livability index, which will give them kind of a score on that neighborhood based on housing, health, inclusion, opportunity, environment, and more. Okay, so great ways for you to get familiar with an area, great reports that you can send out to your customer. So we did go over quite a lot of information today, and I want to finish off with where is it that all of these listings syndicate to when you receive a listing. I love these pages for a pre-listing package, a listing presentation, anything associated with you showing your value as a realtor and how you market property. So when you put it on the MLS, when somebody decides to work with you, there's a web page called miamirealtors.com/co-brand. And for those of you who are not aware of all of the different websites that these properties are syndicated to, I got two really good pages for you. I have Miami Rentals and Leases, and I also have member listings are featured worldwide. And there was one more, connecting global markets. Okay, so let me show you first the one regarding the rentals. So here, if you're working a rental, you can click on here, Miami Rentals and Leases, whether you are renting a single family home, condo, apartment, commercial property. These are all of the different websites that you are syndicating those properties to when you market. Also, all of these websites, you are prominent there. So you can review and check to see if there's a place where you can add a realtor profile there. I would. As I continue to scroll down, you have verbiage for both brokers and agents when you're communicating with property owners, when you're communicating with tenants and renters, and then when somebody wants to list with you. These are all of the different places that these properties are being syndicated to. Aside from that, inside of our co-branded pages, I also wanted to scroll down and show you member listings are featured worldwide. So I'm going to click, you have Miami, Broward, and JTHS. We're going to click on Broward. And you have a QR code that they can visit. But aside from that, look at all of the different listings or all of the different websites that these properties are being shared to. And if you were not aware, when you share through RPR, that gives you access to an additional 260 MLSs, including different countries. So as you scroll down, these are all of the different websites. And this is the verbiage when you're communicating with a seller, with a buyer, or if somebody is listing through you. Okay, these are all of the different websites that are available. Clicking on the International Referral Network, you have it for Miami, Broward, JTHS, and commercial. I'm going to click on the Miami one. You have all of the different countries that these properties are being syndicated to. So as a global agent, or as an agent that works in a very international city, you have all of the different Miami partners and associations where you are syndicating these listings to. Okay, so not only are you advertising on a local level, on a national level, but you're also advertising on a global level. So all of these pages, I'm hoping you can put them together. You can create the reports, the branding pages, set up on Matrix to make your presentations stronger, to make you more confident as a realtor, and to keep doing great, keep doing great as a realtor. So welcome for those of you who have just started the industry. And thank you for being part of today's class. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. I hope you are showing property and doing great things. So thank you for being with me this morning. And if you have any questions at all, please contact me. My email address is christy@miamire.com. We also have a YouTube channel that you can visit. Our YouTube channel is youtube.com/miamitrainers. You can preview this.
Good afternoon
again and other classes, depending on whatever topic you need. And then inside of your Miami Gateway, you also have Miami Realtors Live, where you have access to seminars, videos, trainings on behalf of your trainers and the education department. Have a beautiful day, guys. Thank you for being Miami members.